All right, as the all-important visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Bangladesh pans out, we have a guest to discuss the importance, and the guest himself is very important. He is the chairman of Bangladesh Tariqat Federation. He is a member of Parliament of the Jatiya Sangsad, the Bangladeshi Parliament, and he's a four-time MP. His name is Alhaj Syed Nazibul Bashar Mazwandri. Why he is important is he is heading a party which claims to be a Sufi party, and which is fighting for Sufism importance in Bangladesh politics and Bangladesh society. That's very important. We discuss why. Alhaj Saab, first we'll discuss, according to you, what is the most important aspect of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Dhaka?
It's simply great. We are, as a Bangladeshi, we are grateful. As a member of parliament and my party, Bangladesh Tariqat Federation, as well as our Honorable Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, also we are very much grateful to peoples of India, as well as His Excellency, Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi. We just talk together. That I thanks to all, and Harshvardhan Shringla also there,
Right.
and others, high officials also there. So we talk our bilateral relationship.
Right.
So I talk with Honorable Prime Minister. I said that.
What did you tell him?
I said that you say not only bilateral relationship, we are beyond this, because of I have the part of also Azmir Sharif. We are by legend, by blood also, and our party only Sufi-based Islamic party with the government and in the parliament also.
Right.
From long time.
What is the significance of Sufism in Bangladeshi society that you're fighting for?
It's a very significant, in Bangladesh, Islam, culture, and Hindu, Buddha, Christian, and all other, we working together, we are living together. And this is the basic thing, actually, Islam and our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, in every religion part, you see, every great leaders of teaching and preaching for peace and harmony.
Right.
with all the religions among us.
I was reading a court judgment report about a court judgment last week, in which the court sentenced 9 or 10 people for attack on Sheikh Hasina, a bomb attack attempt on Sheikh Hasina, and they were given death sentence, and all radicalized youth, some as young as 15, 17 years. You think your being a Sufi party and fighting for the Sufi cause is connected with these kind of developments on the ground in Bangladesh?
Actually, who they are given this sentence of death, so all they are related with ISI, with Pakistan.
Are you saying ISI is active in radicalizing youth in Bangladesh?
Of course, they are doing all the nuisance, and as well as I hope in terrorism in India also. So my humble request to Honorable Prime Minister, we should have to fight together. We should have to work together against radicalism, against fanaticism, against Pakistani who they are working all the nuisance in our country.
Right.
So as a neighborhood, as a neighbor countries,
right,
we should have to, the culture and other things, we all us together,
right,
we're working.
Thank you so much, Alhaj Saab. Thank you so much. So, you see, this is one more sentiment which we are capturing here on the ground about Sufism versus radicalism. He is a very important person here, four-time member of parliament. He is fighting for the cause of Sufism and actually directly blamed the ISI for fomenting radicalism and terrorism. He has engaged with the Prime Minister and expressed his views. What is important is that in Bangladesh, we have seen a continuous turf war, so to say, between the Sufi elements and the radical elements, and the Honorable Member of Parliament, Alhaj Saab, essentially represents that strength which is fighting back on behalf of the moderate Sufi Islam. They have met the Prime Minister, and this is just one aspect. Prime Minister has met the freedom fighters, and he has met the minority community. He would be visiting the temples tomorrow. His visit continues to pan out in the grandest fashion, I would say. The manner in which the entire, not just the establishment of Bangladesh, but the people are getting involved. You will see more of it as the day pans out. Later in the day, he is going to address the people directly at the National Day event where Prime Minister and the President of Bangladesh would also be there. And then the exhibition, the state banquet, and then of course tomorrow direct engagement with the people. He travels outside of Dhaka. I think the first Prime Minister from any country traveling to Bangladesh to be doing so. This is how Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Dhaka is panning out. As more events happen, we will bring you up to date with whatever is happening here in Dhaka. Back to you.
Abhishek, a lot of interesting meetings, certainly like you're breaking down, that are lined up for the Prime Minister. It all started with that warm welcome he received. Then, of course, he went on to visit the National War Memorial, meeting the Hindu community there, also several opposition leaders. What's the sentiment really like as far as his interaction with the Indian community, the Hindu community there is concerned? What are the responses you've been picking up?
Well, Kritsween, you saw, we got those live pictures when the Prime Minister came to the hotel. He was given a warm welcome by the Indian community. And many of them, when I engaged with them, many of them have been here for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. And the excitement was to be seen. And we captured some of it on camera. The Prime Minister engaged with the minority community, essentially the Hindus. And tomorrow you will see even more of it when he goes and addresses the Matua community, for example, in Ora Kandi, and then pays his visit and prays at the Jeshwareshwari temple of Kali Mata. He's a devotee of Ma Kali. We have seen whenever he visits any famous temple town, he makes it a point to have a stopover at the famous temple. We have seen him doing it in Nepal, Kathmandu with Pashupatinath. We have seen him doing it Anuradhapura in Sri Lanka. When he was here in Dhaka last time, he went to Dhakeshwari temple, and now he is doing it with Jeshwareshwari and Orakandi. So that's how the visit really pans out. He's engaging with all walks of life here in Dhaka. It's not just about the Hindu community. It's about the freedom fighters. It's about the Bohra, the Dawoodi Bohras. You know, they trace their roots to Gujarat. I engaged with them just a while back, and pleasantly surprised to see them conversing in Gujarati with them. They are Bangladeshi citizens. They have been here for since their birth, but then this umbilical connect with their roots in Gujarat. They speak Gujarati even now. So that's the kind of engagement that the Prime Minister is having, and we'll bring more of it as...
Abhishek, just the fact that the Prime Minister is interacting personally with all these sects, the range of these meetings helps to bring issues on the fore, move in a solution-oriented direction, and basically bolster bilateral relations between the two countries. So many voices that you're getting for us from the ground.